All right, guys, welcome back. It's been a while since we've done one of these Louisiana Legends with none other Colby Hébert, the Cajun hatter, traiteur extraordinaire. I'm excited for this one.
Same, it has been a while. So first of all, it's great to be back. I'm excited to be here. And today we're bringing back one of the old legends, related to the kind of spooky stuff. Like Ellen was saying earlier, like a tatai. She referred to that. So these different kind of monster, mythical type creatures and folklore of Louisiana. The Cauchemar. And the Cauchemar is, essentially it means nightmare, a frightening episode or dream at night. So contemporarily, that's accepted as the kind of definition of it, whereas it had a more specific meaning to it as you kind of go further back in time. The roots to the word kind of mean like to press on, and it sort of comes from other languages even beyond French. But there's other words like mauvais rêve that refer today or even back then as just broadly like a nightmare.
Okay.
The thing that's interesting about the Cauchemar, and that's part of why we call it that, as if it's this own sort of entity or monster, is that it's really more specifically in reference to like sleep paralysis.
Really?
Right.
Okay.
So the sort of entity that would be, as you go through different cultures around the world, all these different cultures kind of have some expression or some mythical understanding that they have of what it is that's causing that. And there are different names for that around the world. And so this is our, South Louisiana Cajun Creole expression of that. The Cauchemar is the sleep paralysis entity that is, as we all know, sleep paralysis, kind of you can't move, maybe you can't move your lips or open your eyes, but yet you feel like you're awake. And it's always sort of frightening. Now I guess one of the things that makes this again interesting about our particular expression of that culturally is the why, like what's the cause of this, right? And I think that for some it may be just as simple as these succubus that take advantage of us according again to other cultures.
Yeah.
Within our culture, there's a direct, because of the great heavy Catholicism influence, there is essentially a blame put on sin. So it's like if you've been doing things that are kind of canaille or not so good, you've been sinning, the Cauchemar kind of comes, and this is sort of a response, like they're coming to kind of pay you back for that or whatever, take advantage of I guess that sort of behavior you've been aligning yourself with.
It's very similar in that respect to the rougarou.
It is
where for like
right.
kids where you've been bad and everything,
sure,
you're going to have the rougarou.
And that's a great point. Again, like with this collective different types of tatais, monsters that we have, they're all kind of different. The rougarou even is used by parents as motivationally, okay, well, don't go too far into the woods. You might come across the rougarou or get lost or whatever and find that. The Cauchemar was like really a way to say, be good, like behave well. Don't do what you're not supposed to do, even in private, or don't disrespect your parents or be mean to your mother and things like that, because then the Cauchemar is going to come and pay you a visit. You don't
want to visit from the Cauchemar.
So okay, we know what like a rougarou could look like and resemble.
Sure.
Is there anything that would resemble this?
There are artistic renderings of it, and I think it's sort of because it's a night entity or spirit, this sort of just misty, heavy weight. It's like this presence that's just kind of going to be overbearing someone, while they're sleeping at night in their most vulnerable position.
Well, it kind of reminds me, there's kind of like a sleep paralysis monster type deal of a guy with a tall hat that comes at night and people see him a lot and you can't do anything. You just see him at the edge of your bed with like long finger. I can't think of the name right now, but you
For
hear
some
reports.
reason I'm thinking Slender Man, but that's
it's
not it.
Slender Man, but it's this man with like a tall hat, and I can't think. They made a movie.
A
about
shadow
it.
in the corner. People will see these different types.
The
of
Hat
things.
Man? Ellen's saying it's the tall hat man.
Yeah, I know what they have a name for it, and I can't think of it. I think it starts with an M, but it's something like that.
So it's kind of like that.
Yeah. And
Well,
if you're
and
bad, he like shows up.
Of course, because of the Catholicism, again, it's like, well, how do you combat it, and
is the
that's
Hat
the
Man?
big thing.
Okay.
It's always about praying it away.
Yeah.
You have to pray it away and pray it off of you in those moments. But there's also a bit more of a detailed kind of route that you could take with different options, and it's sort of regularly attend church, be very prayerful. You can place a crucifix or a holy statue or something like that in a close proximity to your bedroom is part of the tradition, to your bed. Another thing is placing a rosary, under the pillow while you sleep, to help prevent the Cauchemar from coming and getting you. And even drinking a little bit of holy water has said to be effective against.
Did not see that.
I know, I didn't see that
But
one.
real
coming
quick,
either.
Drake, our director, was saying it is called the Hat Man.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I love these discussions. We could talk about these for
It's Colby, they said.
forever.
I'm not the Cauchemar. I battled the Cauchemar.
He has his staff, his stick. All right, Colby, as always, thank you so much
Yeah, it's
for
great to be here.
educating us. If you want to rewatch this and all of our other Louisiana Legends series, KDN.com.